everyone, I'm Yvonne.
And I'm Joseph.
And we are the Hit Couple. Welcome back to our channel. Today we have a yoga session for you. So if this is your first time visiting our channel, please consider subscribing. We have a whole variety of exercises on our channel, from HIIT to dumbbells and yoga and mobility. So today we are going to do some yoga. You will need a yoga mat or padding on the floor, as we will start on the floor. And is anything else you need?
No.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start on the floor. And we will start in a crisscross position, or however you feel comfortable. If that's not too comfortable for you, you can do sit in a V-sit. But we're going to sit just like this, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. And as we breathe in, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths. As we breathe in, we are going to raise our shoulders up to our ears. So breathe in, bringing our shoulders up, and exhale, moving them away from the ears. Breathing in through the nose, raising those shoulders, and exhale, releasing the shoulders. Breathe in, and exhale out. We're going to do a couple more here. Breathe in, and out. One more. Breathe in, bring the shoulders up, and out. Good. Now we're going to tilt our head to the side. So we're going to take our right ear over our right shoulder. Stretch out the neck here. And we're going to come back to middle and go to the other side. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back to middle. And we're going to keep doing this for a couple of breaths. Breathe in. Exhale, back to middle. Other side, breathe in. And exhale. One more time each side. Breathe in. And exhale. Other side, breathe in. And exhale. Good job. Now we're going to bring the bottom of our feet together. And I like to interlace my fingers and bring them under my toes. We're going to be in a butterfly position here. And we're just going to flutter a little bit, kind of open up our hips here. Remember, sit up nice and tall. Shoulders are down away from the ears. We're not slouched over. All right, now if you can, try and rock back and forth just a little bit here. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. Now we're going to release, and we're going to sit just like this with our knees bent, and our hands are going to come to our back. And nice and slow, we're just going to let our knees fall to the side and rotate. Just like that. Couple of knee swings here. You don't want to lift your bottom off of the ground. Try to keep your bottom on the ground here, just moving the knees side to side. Keep breathing. You okay?
Let's go play.
So. Alright, so now we're going to come into an open V-sit here. We're going to take our right hand to the back, and as we inhale, our left hand is going to reach up. And exhale, we're going to reach over and try and touch those toes. You should feel that nice long side stretch right here. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. If you're just here at the knee or the ankle, try and go as far as you can. Good, now we're gonna exhale and come back to the middle. Left hand to the back, right hand reaches up as you inhale. And exhale, try and touch those toes. Good, exhale, we're gonna come back to middle and do the same thing. Left hand reach up as you inhale, and exhale, reach for those toes. Good, back to middle, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach for those toes. Good job. Now here, we're going to reach our hands and try and go as far as we can forward. All the way, couple of breaths here. Trying to get as far as we can. If you want to rock side to side, you can do that. Remember, keep breathing here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. Now we're going to exhale and we're going to come back up. And now we're going to come into all fours and we are going to do some cat-cows. So remember, when you are in the cat-cow position, your hands are underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart, and your knees are hip width apart. So as we inhale, we're going to take our gaze up, sinking the back, opening up that chest, trying to bring that belly button close to the ground. And as we exhale, we're going to round the back, taking that gaze to the floor, bringing that pelvis in, sucking up that belly button. And again, inhale, cow. And exhale, rounding the back to cat. Inhale, breathe in. Sinking the back. And exhale, round the back. Couple more, breathe in. And exhale. Good, one more here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now we're going to go into what's called a vinyasa. So there are several parts that make up a vinyasa, and the first part is a downward facing dog. So with a downward facing dog, from here your hands are still going to be shoulder width apart. I want you to spread those fingertips nice and wide, using all of that hand and all those fingertips to help you press up. We're going to curl the toes under, and on an exhale, I want you to shift your bottom up into the air. Adjust your feet. Your feet should be hip width apart. And we're just going to pedal it out here for a little bit, bending at the knees. Now, a downward facing dog does take time to master. So if yours is a little bit of a rounder back with your knees bent, that's okay. But eventually you would want your bottom all the way down to the top of your head to make a straight line. Okay, so we're going to try and push our head through our shoulders, trying to put our underarms down to the floor, trying to make that straight line. So this will have your shoulders burning if this is something that you're not used to. But like I said, it does take time and practice. Now this is the first part of a vinyasa. So second part, on an inhale, we're going to round our back and come into a flat back position. So I want you to remain in a flat back right here. Check your position, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, and on an exhale, we're going to keep our elbows as close as we can to our ribs, and we're going to lower down into chaturanga. So I know that's a lot. So here, our hands, we're going to inhale, our hands are at our shoulders. Inhale, we're going to press up into an upward facing dog. So you don't need to fully extend those arms. If you want to just come right here, that's okay. Okay. But from this position, we're going to curl the toes back under, and on an exhale, you're going to shift that weight back up, bringing that bottom back into the air. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time. So on an inhale, we are going to roll forward into a flat back position. Exhale, keeping that body nice and straight. Exhale, you're going to lower back down. Good. Inhale, coming up to an upward facing dog. Curling the toes under and bringing that body up back into a downward facing dog. So that's what makes up a vinyasa. Now we're going to do some modifications for the vinyasa. So first thing, again, you want to roll into a flat back position. Now we're going to lower the knees here, crossing the ankles, and on an exhale, keeping that back straight. So don't sink that back. Keeping it straight like a board, we're going to exhale and lower our body down. Okay, again, so you can come into your forearms here in case that full extension is too much for your back. You can be here on your forearms. This is where you inhale. Again, you want to come back down. Hands are right by your sides. You're going to cross the ankles. And on an exhale, you're going to push up, keeping that body straight, lowering the feet, and coming back into a downward facing dog. Okay, so we're going to do that one more time, a little bit slower. So again, we're going to inhale, roll into our flat back here, lowering down to our knees, cross the ankles, so the inside, you're on the pads of the inside of your knees here. Exhale, you're going to lower, keeping those elbows right by your rib cage as close as you can. Lowering the feet. And then we inhale, come up to, this is called a Sphinx pose. Inhale. We're going to come back down. Our hands are right under our shoulders, crossing those feet, keeping that back nice and straight. We're going to exhale and push up to our knees, lower our feet, and bring that bottom back up into the air. Good. So we're going to come down to our knees here, and we're going to go into a child's pose. So we're going to sit back on the bottom of our feet. So we're going to take a couple of breaths here. If you want to relax those arms and shoulders, you can bring the hands to the back, right by your feet. A couple of deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're going to sit up here. If you can, if this is okay for you to sit like this, you can stay here. We're just going to roll our wrists out. So if you're not used to doing vinyasas or have a hard time doing the push-ups, it might put a lot of strain on your wrists. So this is a nice way to kind of ease the wrists and let them relax. Good job. Now we're gonna come back into a downward facing dog, and we're gonna try and move through a little bit more of those vinyasas. So remember, you want your hands nice and wide here under those shoulders. Your knees are shoulder width apart. We're going to curl those toes under, and on an exhale, we're going to bring the bottom up. Pedal it out here. Remember, you want your feet hip width apart. On your inhale, you want to round and roll into that flat back position. Exhale, lowering down into chaturanga. Inhale, push up, upward facing dog. Sorry, curl the toes under. Exhale, push up. And we'll do another one. Let's roll into that flat back position. Remember, modified, you can come down onto your knees, cross those ankles, exhale down into chaturanga, lower the feet, come up into baby cobra or a sphinx pose. Bringing your hands back under your shoulders, crossing the feet, exhale, push up onto your knees, lower the toes, and back into up downward facing dog. Sorry. There's a lot of things to remember here. But that is what makes up a vinyasa. And it does take time. So like I said, if your downward facing dog is here where your knees are bent, that's okay. So we are going to roll into our flat back, lowering the knees, crossing those ankles. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, come up. Cross those ankles once again. Exhale, we're going to push back up, lowering those toes, and back into downward facing dog. Let's do one more here. We're going to round and roll into that flat back position. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Curling the toes under. Exhale, shift that butt into the air. Good job here. So we're going to lower our knees back down and come back down into a child's pose. Rest that forehead onto your mat. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So here you can roll out those wrists right above your head. Take that pressure off. All right. We're going to come back up. Now I'm going to face you all. If this is too much on your knees, you can go ahead and sit on your bottom. We're going to be here. We're going to do a couple of tricep stretches. So I want you to take your right hand, touch your back, left hand, grab that elbow. Couple of breaths here. Good, and release. And we're going to do the other side. Left hand, touch your back. Right hand, grab that elbow. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, release. And we're going to do a couple of side stretches here. So let's take the right hand. As we inhale, reach it up. And the left hand, we're going to take it down to the floor as we reach over. Feel that nice side stretch. Inhale in, and as we exhale, come back to the middle, onto the other side. Inhale, reach the left hand up, right hand comes down to the floor, and we reach over. Try and really touch that wall over there. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale in here, and exhale back to the middle. Let's do that one more time. Inhale in, reaching that right hand up. Exhale, reach over. Really reach here, try and touch that wall. Feel that nice side stretch. Inhale in. And as we exhale, let's bring it back to the middle and take it to the other side. Left hand goes up as we inhale. Exhale, reach over. Reach here. Couple of breaths. Inhale in, and exhale, come back to middle. So that's the end of our practice today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like, comment, and share your feedback with us, and we will see y'all next time.